You need to take responsibility for yourself. You need to hold yourself accountable to stop victimizing yourself. You are the only person that is responsible for your own well-being. To take responsibility for yourself, you need to define the boundaries of what is within your control. You need to understand that the things that are within your control are things that you can change, that you can take responsibility for. And to understand that things that are outside of your control are not things that you can change and are not things you have to worry about right now. Once you take control of the things that are within your responsibility, within your boundaries, and you take control of all of those things, then your boundary will expand. And then you will be able to work outside of that boundary. Okay? Being responsible and accountable for yourself is a prerequisite to being free. Freedom allows you to perform at your absolute peak. It allows you to do the work that is honest, unique, creative, and genuine. Despite the challenges that you will face, freedom is what most people want. Would you disagree? Freedom gives you control over yourself and your own life. Control and authority are part of being in charge, and it's hard of being in charge. It's hard being in control, right? But it always starts with you and your personal responsibility to yourself. If you don't accept the terms that are imposed on you that come with responsibility, then you do not accept the responsibility of being in control. By accepting responsibility for yourself, you accept the authority that comes with it. You accept authority over yourself. By accepting authority over yourself, you legitimize that authority and you make it real and tangible. A position of authority consists entirely of the responsibilities that it encompasses and is legitimized by your ability to maintain all of those responsibilities. Going off of that, leadership is a natural progression of authority and responsibility, because leadership is a direct evolution of control. You stop having control of yourself and you start having control over more people, more units. When you have authority over yourself and you have responsibility for yourself and you begin being a better person, if you continue down that path, eventually people will trust you. They will trust you because you are a good person, because you're a responsible person, because you're somebody they can trust, somebody that is honest, somebody that is being real with themselves. And then people will believe you because they trust you. When people believe you, they will give you authority over them as well. This is not bad. This is what leadership is about. People see that you care and that you are a responsible person. And so they will have no issues giving you resources to help them. Right? When they see that you're somebody who can take charge and see that you're somebody who can care for the needs of the people and that you are somebody that they can give things to and that you will take responsibility for that, then they will give you what their needs are and they will give you the responsibility for them. And you will have the authority to help them. Community comes from authority. People need somebody to listen to, somebody they can look up to, and somebody that they can model after. Somebody who they can believe, somebody who can guide them. You need to be that person, and you need to let people believe in you. Because when you do, they will listen. And when people listen to you, then you again have a responsibility to guide them and to lead them to be prosperous. Authority and responsibility go hand in hand because they are the same thing, in a sense. You cannot have one without the other. If you want to assume authority, then you also take the responsibility that comes with it. If you want to assume responsibility, then you need to have the authority to back it up. They are intertwined because they are pretty much the same thing, like I said. But all of them stem from the fact that, again, you need to know what your boundaries are and what you're in control of. Because to have control, you need to know what it is. You need to be aware of those boundaries, right? So, awareness of control. From there, you'll have freedom, because that will give you authority and autonomy. Those things are what let you decide what to do and guide your decision-making skills. Right after that, you'll move on to control and authority. When you have control and authority over yourself, then you will know how to direct yourself in situations. You will know what is and is outside of your power. From there, you will move on and you will evolve to lead other people. When that happens and other people need your help, then you can begin exercising your authority over a wider range. Because like I said in the beginning, your boundaries keep expanding as you go. And eventually they expand to other people. And then finally, that is what community is. When a person's boundaries have expanded so far that many people fall within their responsibility. As a leader, you have responsibility over others. And that responsibility comes with authority. Authority is not bad. It is something that is necessary. It is necessary because you need to be able to be responsible for yourself and for other people, because that is the primary way that you can help them. Responsibility is difficult for many because it's something that they cannot fully control. And once you are responsible for yourself and you are fully responsible for others as well, then your next responsibility becomes to take responsibility for others and help them take responsibility of themselves. The best groups are those where the leader is not obvious, because everybody is responsible. That can only happen in a situation where the leader has ensured that everybody there is capable of leading. That is where I'm going to leave you for now. Name's Isgandar. Do all the magic YouTube things, like, subscribe, and that'll be it for today. See you tomorrow. Isgandar, signing off.